down past the ladder drop and down through that grass.
Today we're going to be looking at a new feature within the new versions of After Effects that's quite useful, and it's a way of stabilising shaky footage that might have been recorded handheld as opposed to on a tripod. Obviously it's no substitute for getting a decent, nice clean shot with no movement, but if it's your last resort and it's the only shot you have, then sometimes it could be a massive saviour. Okay, so first of all, I've just imported this clip onto my project. I'm just going to make a new composition. I'm just going to cut it down a little bit so you can see it. Okay, and as you can see, this was a very cold day, and I was holding an SLR in my hands, 50mm lens, so quite zoomed in, so all my movements magnified. And although this footage is very shaky, using this stabilizer, can actually use this. And obviously, being an interview with a rider, I don't really have the chance to refilm it. Okay, so this is very simple how we do this. All we have to do, click on your footage, go up to animation, and then stabilize motion. If you look, it's done in 2 stages, and it will do it in the background. One of the good features about this is you can continue editing your video and clipping other file sizes and all the different stuff while this is doing it. And also, when you save your project, it's already done, so it's not like an effect that has to be applied every time you render it. This is a once-off thing. Okay, so as you can see, going pretty quick on this stage, and just stabilizing. How it works, it shrinks the video, it tracks the motion of a point on the video, and then links that to an object that's static, and then makes the video size bigger so you don't end up with borders around the outside. And this is the settings. You can obviously completely have no motion or smooth motion. It's always better to use smooth motion if you can, because no motion, it seems to do some weird things that aren't particularly great. This is how smooth it is. If you sometimes find that you've cut a bit too much off your video, so you've had to crop it, it's had to crop too much to stabilize the motion, sometimes turning down the smoothness is a good way to get a little bit of motion. It'll add a little bit of motion back into the video, but also will mean it won't have to crop quite so much. Method you don't need to touch particularly. This one just seems to work very well. And then these are different kinds of framing, so you can stabilize the footage, and this is actually a good way to show how it works. If you watch, the footage now is staying still as you see what the motion tracker is having to do in the background. Okay, so best one to do though is crop and auto rescale. Sometimes you do have to apply a bit of extra rescale, but this seems to work okay. Anyway, I think that's all we need for today, but it's just a quick one. I hope this helps, as it is a feature that not many people seem to know about. But anyway, thank you, see you next time.